largest, and when I mean that, it is 27 miles long. So this is actually the end of it. This is what they call the terminus. And it stretches all the way back to a mountain called Mount Marcus Baker. It's still a little bit smoky out here, so you can't quite see the mountains back there. But Mount Marcus Baker is the tallest mountain in the Chugach Range, which is this range right here that goes down here and heads down towards Anchorage. Right? But it is a receding glacier, so we do lose about 10 meters a year. So this cliff here, don't worry, I'm not going to throw you off of it, we're going to go around. But in 1964, this was actually right where that big wall of ice lay. So it was right up here. You can come out here and go touch the ice, go away. Hope you enjoyed your tour. Have a nice day. Away, especially here at the end of the glacier. And you actually also see, if you guys end up traveling further up the highway here after the tour, you can actually see that moraine kind of on the sides as you see it kind of stretching around. It's all these like black wavy hills that actually has ice all underneath it, just a couple of inches. But you're going to actually hear me talk about sediment a lot, just as a note. So glacial sediment, it's also called glacial silt, glacial flour, glacial till. They're all basically the same thing. They all mean basically the rocks that over thousands of years in the glacier get ground up against other rocks and ice into really, really fine particles. And that's actually what we're standing on right now. So this technically is not a soil. It's actually rock. And it's about 70% non-clay substances and about 30% clay. So luckily, if you get really muddy, it actually washes out, which is great. And then on top of it, a good amount of sediment, but it's not quite enough sediment to protect that ice underneath from melting. So when that ice starts to melt, you get water that's less dense than the sediment and it swaps places. But because that sediment is so rich in minerals from being crushed up rock, those minerals transfer to the water and they give them this tint. So pretty much the majority of it is calcium and magnesium and gives it this really aquamarine color. It also, we call them kettle ponds because in the summer when you get a lot of sunlight, and actually you have that dark silt on the bottom and it causes it to kind of warm up. So it gets about 40-50 degrees, Alaska swimmable. You can last about 30 minutes. After that, you're pretty much done. But they are a pretty cool little thing here. So if anyone does want to test the water, go crazy. I don't recommend swimming on the way there. Up on the way back, you know, nothing. Here's of sediment under your feet, and then under that is actually ice. And then these will look like black rock structures here. It's actually called Basil Ice, so that is ice. And Basil Ice, nothing to do with the herb. Basil comes from base. so dense that it's blue. But then the more it gets exposed to air, that's why it's white. So